I'm a past life healer, and I do 2 to 3 sessions a day, and we see 3 to 10 past lives each person. Plus, we do a lot of other stuff before the session. The stuff that I come across is so simplistic in nature and answers so many questions that it demystifies the magical essence of spirituality. And I'm going to share some of that with you guys, and some of you will not like it because it's really not all that magical. And you know what? That's okay, because this is stuff that I witness all the time. Um, Clarity, seeing beyond the veil, it's so easy to do once you get rid of that like magical power it has. The first concept is that using spirituality is just like using technology. It's really that simple. Talking to spirit is like talking to Google or Siri. You don't need candles, you don't need rituals, you don't need um, anything really. You just need intention and to do it. I mean, when you call out to Siri or Alexis, you're not worried that you're going to be tapping into some demonic entity, right? You're aiming it at Alexis, Siri, Google, right? That's the same thing with spirit. You just talk to spirit and it answers you. Opening the channels to it is super simple. Anybody that I talk to can do it. Yeah, I'm a guide and I'm on there with them, but I'm just like training you to use technology. It's not like it's not already in you to do it. This next part's about spirit guides. So most spirituality understand that we are all one, right? We're all part of this one collective and we're all tapping into the same light source. We're all connected. But for some reason, they think that their spirit guides are higher than them in the hierarchy of spirituality. Sometimes your spirit guides are you. Sometimes your spirit guide is your Uncle Phil. Sometimes your spirit guide is your animal, and it's someone that you knew in a past life or your current life that have incarnated as an animal. And sometimes it's just another person that you knew in a past life. Yesterday I did a session and they knew their spirit guide's name. I think it was Peter. So we asked to see the past life connected to Peter. And it was their bartender in Ireland in a different life. That's who they went to with problems. So that's their spirit guide in this life. We like to think of them as some like mystical, like amazing spiritual entity from God. Bartender in Ireland. Seriously. And sometimes it's just you from a past life. The concept of karma. I we do stuff to ourselves. Nobody's doing anything to us. All of your answers are inside yourself. So, using an example of yesterday, this person has a relationship that's not so great with their dad in this life, and their mom and them are super close. So first we look at the relationship with them and their mom, and we see a life for their sisters, and they make an agreement to always be together and to always protect each other. Then we look at another life with their mom, and it's their mom again, and their dad from this life is in that life. And it's the same scenarios they have in their current life, because they had a karmic deal with their dad to always be this kind of relationship, and a karmic deal with their mom to always have a protection and be together in every life. So now they made these deals with their soul, and they're always stuck together. It's not punishment. They just made contracts on their souls that make them stuck. That's karma. Okay, this one's more about spirits or ghosts. So there'll be people that are like, this spirit always shows up when I'm feeling sad, or this spirit always shows up and I get an anxiety feeling. The spirit's not showing up because you feel like that. You feel like that because the spirit is there. Spirits are just humans without human bodies. They're stuck on Earth without their human vessel, and they haven't crossed into the light to have perfect understanding of everything. And you're empathically feeling their emotions. They're scared, or they're anxious, or they're sad because they're stuck on Earth without a human body. So they're not coming around you because you're that way. You're feeling them just like you would feel anybody else, any other human. You're an empath. Why would it be any different when it comes to spirits? And also, if you can talk to them, cross them over into the light. Help them out. What are you doing? They're coming to you because you can help them. Mandela effects are not people specifically trying to mess with your mind. Whenever you jump on a timeline on Earth and all of your past lives are happening at the same time, and you look at your deep rooted trauma of like having fear of falling, right? Or having fear of heights, and you heal that concept, you're no longer afraid of it in that life, which means the rest of your lives in between then and now have changed because you're no longer afraid of heights. That would affect you. And every person in every conversation, if it's not exactly the way it was, it'll change it forever. Does that make sense? If you never saw this video, it would never change your concept. Therefore, your conversation is going to change from seeing this video. If you change the past at all, it will change the present and the future. Mandela effects are super simple. It's butterfly effect. It's not a really mystical thing. You actually hold so much power inside yourself, it's ridiculous. You don't need to go get Reiki certified. Does it help? Yeah, even I went and got Reiki certified because it unlocked my brain to the concept. It was like getting a training class in how to operate technology. Now I have energy flowing through me, but the concept of Reiki is tapping into this energy source and using ancestors and spirit guides. Your ancestors might be you. Your spirit guide might be you. And that's going to ruffle some feathers. I get it. I mean, if you want to respect that tradition and it makes you feel good about yourself, please, by all means, do. But you don't have to. You can do it by yourself. But different things unlock that memory inside yourself. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it at all. That you're dealt the cards that you're dealt with and you just have to deal with them, that's just complete crap. There's so many people that I take on a past life journey that see that they have made a contract on their soul that they have to suffer in order to feel close to godliness. You don't have to suffer at all. You don't. You can release that contract from your soul and then you no longer are going to suffer. You can have a connection to spirit and spiritual gifts without going through the suffering. But you might not appreciate it the same, I'll tell you that. Going through that dark stuff, that dark night of the soul, it really helps you shake loose all of that concept and step into yourself. So I don't know, maybe you do have to go through that, but I don't feel like you do. I mean, honestly, you just have to gain clarity and then release. All carbon-based items on this planet are empathic, in the sense that they absorb everything around them. Your couch, your chair, your box of memories, you as a person, your neighbor, every traumatic experience or every anger or every frustration, any lower base energy gets trapped inside any carbon-based item. You just need the consciousness and awareness to release them. So if you're just going around as an empath, collecting everybody's garbage and holding it inside of you, you're as good as a lamp. Or a freaking chair. You're not doing any good, you're just getting weighed down by it. Release that shit. Or shield yourself so that you don't get that crap stuck in you. Thumb as a doorknob. Different concept. You don't have to hold everybody else's garbage. You don't. Just get rid of it. Return the soul fragments. Free yourself. There's a lot more, but basically, you don't have to do things any certain way. You don't even have to do it the way that I say. If you feel like those spiritual practices really help you connect, then that is what you are supposed to be doing. There's not just one way of doing things. Just like there's Google, Siri, Alexis, Bing. There's a million ways to connect to the stratosphere of information. I choose to do things the simplest, easiest way possible and break down these like really dramatic experiences and concepts into bite size so everybody can start to like awaken to their abilities. I'm not a big fan of like hierarchy of the concept that like some people are more spiritual than others. I mean, it has to do with your chakras and how aware you are to everything that's going on, but no one's above anybody else. It's just remembering certain concepts.